So, welcome back to the Untold, and today we are having an interesting guest,
A hero.
a hero, as I call them, angels of mercy,
Angels of
a
mercy.
nurse. Do not underestimate the job of a nurse. Do not underestimate the fact that we have a nurse today. She's quite fun. We've met her, and I'm really excited to ask her so many questions, mainly in the medical field, and especially with
During
COVID-19.
COVID, yeah.
Yeah. So
We have a lot to cover, so let's not waste any time. Welcome our guests right after this.
So we're back again, and today we're gonna talk about nursing. Nada Burshaid. So first of all, nursing is an amazing job. You guys are called angels of mercy in Arabic, Mala'ikat Rahma. Am I correct?
Yes.
So let's talk about that. How did you get into nursing?
First thing, thank you for having me here today to shed a light on our profession. It was not my first choice to be a nurse. Let's just say it was destiny.
What was the first choice?
First choice was I would like to be something. I would like to be a physiotherapist, actually.
Oh,
Physical
okay,
therapist,
physical therapy.
It's so
Still
far
in the medical
away.
field, though.
Still in the
Do you come
medical
from a
field.
family that's in the medical field, that's
Yes.
heavily involved in the medical field?
Yes, that's what helped me a lot
Oh, okay.
in my profession. So my mother was a nurse, now retired. My auntie and two of my cousins,
All nurses.
all nurses.
Amazing. All right, family of nurses here.
I've seen
Yeah.
family of teachers. I've seen family of
Doctors,
police workers,
nurses.
but now a family of
A family of
nurses.
nurses.
That's incredible. So, what makes nursing so special, and why do people call you angels of mercy?
When, let's say, when you have a flu and you're down and you don't know what's going on with you, and you
We're
need.
getting that now, almost, you and I.
Okay, thank you for telling me right now when I'm here.
No, 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 I don't have a flu, but I've been feeling a little cold. Don't worry,
It's
I got
just,
my hot drink.
the air in the studio. It's always cold for
Yeah.
cameras, so we.
Yeah, exactly. It's
yeah,
cold here.
Yeah.
So when you're sick,
Mm.
you need somebody to understand what's going on with you. So where are you gonna go? To whom you're gonna tell what you feel, and
Right.
who's gonna understand what you're gonna feel? Us, medical healthcare workers.
Right.
So you come to us, we understand, or we try to understand what you're going through, and we try to help you through the process of you to become well.
Yeah, what are some of the difficulties you face in your job?
My job is exactly when you ride a roller coaster.
Okay.
At the beginning, you're okay. Sometimes you're on top. Sometimes you're at the bottom, round and round. You don't know what you're gonna face or what kind of people you're gonna meet. So we have to be always ready for it, emotionally, physically, and mentally.
I think mentally, most important.
Mentally is more
Most
important.
importantly.
So during COVID-19, did you face any specific difficulties?
A lot.
Oh, wow, that's
Not
COVID.
specific.
I mean, it's
The
COVID, but like
apocalypse.
almost the apocalypse almost happened. But let's talk about the difficulties you faced.
Difficulties. I never forget when I got the call. We had a plan. They told us that all patients are going to go to Jabra Hospital. They never told us that us, the general hospitals, may convert to COVID units.
So basically, you convert, for people who doesn't know what that is. You give them a paper so they can go to Jabra Hospital. What do you mean by convert?
Convert the units they're at into
Okay.
COVID units. So every hospital in Kuwait turned into a COVID
Oh,
unit.
I thought
I
it was.
wasn't in here. No, no, no.
Okay, I thought it was
Convert as
the-
in change the place into a COVID unit, which is the same medical facility, just being positioned or purposed for
Yes.
COVID.
being,
Right.
having the
Yeah.
right precautions and being
Mhm.
prepared for,
Yes.
COVID.
Were you in the suits
Exactly.
all the time that has hazmat?
Spacesuits?
Yeah, the
Yes.
space suits.
We were in
Spacesuits.
spacesuits.
I
Spacesuits.
love how she calls it.
Spacesuits.
You said it.
Well, how was that? Was that weird? Always working in that
Suits.
suit.
During COVID,
Mm.
I felt like time stopped. I don't know what day it was. Was it morning? Was it night?
Were you stuck inside the
I don't.
university?
Sometimes I don't know how many days I stay in the hospital.
Wow.
So I don't.
Wow.
Yani, I was in constant call with my family. Yes,
Mm.
true, but you're trying to protect also
The people
around you.
patients, yeah.
So and you're trying to protect your family, not to get exposed a lot with them.
Mm.
So when I got the call, they were like, you need to prepare within 3 days. So I'm specialized in ICU, intensive care unit,
Mm.
which is
That's rough.
that's rough.
That's life or death.
Yes, exactly. So that's what we see.
Mm.
Not every day, but there's good days and there's bad days.
Yeah.
So when I got the call, so the first thing I asked myself how I'm going to prepare my staff mentally.
Right.
This is
unprecedented.
this is a big blow for them.
Yeah.
Not only them. I was a head nurse. I mean, I should be a leader that time.
Right.
So
How do I lead?
I am not responsible only for my staff.
Right.
I'm responsible for the patient,
Mm-hmm.
my staff, and their families.
Yeah.
We don't know what is heading in front of us. Sure, social media helped us a lot for knowing, but when you are in that point, you got to be prepared for anything.
Yeah. It was a crazy time that
Tough
we went
times.
through,
Tough
and
times.
we cannot thank you enough for the work that you've done, you and your team and everyone in the medical field. Just wow.
It was incredible. I mean,
Yeah.
we relied on you, and I guess as people, we forgot that they're risking their lives.
We take the simple things in life for granted, but we saw the importance of what you guys do
Yes.
during
We've
these hard
seen,
times.
yeah,
Thank
we've
you
seen
so
how
much.
nurses were so important at that time. It's not just the doctors that
Yeah.
are out there. The nurses were putting their life on edge, and it was incredible. So thank you for that. Thank you, and to
Welcome.
everyone who worked with you and everyone who
Takes a lot of
works in
courage.
that field.
So
Yes.
thank you for that.
It really needs a lot of courage.
Yeah. So would you say the family inspired you to become a nurse then? Who inspired you to become a nurse, would you say?
The profession itself.
The profession itself. It drew you in.
Day
I think
by
you like helping people.
yeah.
I think you like saving lives.
Yes.
You value that in life.
I did not get the nursing part until I put my hands on it. And like when I really worked, studying is different.
Right.
But being after graduating and handling a patient and a lot of people depends on you, that is yani, something else.
Right.
Yeah, I cannot express it, but like seeing a helpless patient or person, and you can help. You know what to do. You know how to get them out of what they are right now.
It's very heroic, I would say. Like, imagine being, like you're ill, and the thing is, when you're sick, it's just you feel like you're dying, even if it was a simple thing. And somebody else comes in to help you, you're feeling all better, and we forget a simple thank you. I must admit, we always forget that.
And they always check their lives at the door. They're always
Yeah,
in
you just
focus
leave it right
on
there.
the patient. They have their own lives, their own issues, but they're always checked at the door because the patient comes first. Saving lives comes first. And tremendous job. Now tell me your current position that you hold.
Currently, I'm an assistant director of nursing. I'm working in Chest Hospital 2 years, but 11 years I was working in Al Sabah Hospital, the intensive care unit, surgical and medical for adults.
Wow. So your experience so far is about how many years?
13.
13 years.
13 years.
Wow.
So-
And look at the position you're
Yeah.
at.
Tell us about
Yeah.
the situations that you faced that I'm pretty sure everyone at some point of their life, even when it comes to their job, they feel helpless.
Mm.
So was there any time where you felt like even as a nurse you needed help with a patient?
Yes, a
Like,
lot.
give me a situation that you can remember the most.
COVID.
COVID.
Yeah, obviously.
Let's give
That
us a
was like the
story.
hardest time.
That's the
COVID.
time.
I got a call
Mm.
from my mom
Mhm.
telling me that her best friend was sick.
Mm.
I told her, okay, let her come. Let us check on her. So when we checked on her, she was COVID positive.
Mhm.
So she has to be admitted in our ICU. So she was there on not a ventilator. So we call it a high flow. It's a earlier step to go, hoping not to be on a ventilator. She was there with us for 5 days. Next day, I got another call. Her other best friend, she got sick, but she was really, really, really sick. By the time she reached the casualty, we have to intubate her. She has to be on a mechanical ventilator.
Oh.
They were like one wall apart. Like she was in room 5 and the other was in room 6. And I was reaching to a point that I can't tell my mom.
Mm.
And these three are best friends. She don't know what's happening to her friend, and I cannot tell them. I have to focus. I have to focus on saving at least one of them.
Mm.
The second one was in critical condition. We lost her. She was the first nurse who passed away.
Sad.
And the other one, she recovered, but I didn't have any heart to tell to my mom. So I told to my dad. My dad conveyed the message to my mom, and I told my mom I cannot tell. So I wear the suit. I entered. My mom talked to her friend, and she told her that other friend passed away. That was my lowest point, but I need to recover.
Absolutely.
I have staff. I have other patients in the unit. I have so many things going on in my mind. It is really, really a difficult job.
It's such a demanding, long hours and all that.
Yes, but not,
Such a demanding job.
sometimes you need to shut your emotions
Mm.
just to get the job done.
You need to think.
It's an important job, you know.
You need to. I lost words.
Yeah.
But have you ever faced any situation where you had to be a nurse outside of your work? Like you would be at a restaurant or
Oh,
just
so many.
So
My
many.
time.
sisters are telling me you're a magnet of disaster.
I know.
Like even a simple dinner we want to have
Something bad happened.
collapse. Somebody collapse
Ah, like in the restaurant.
in the restaurant.
Yeah.
I'm
And you're
eating.
like, I'm eating.
I'm eating.
I'm not on the clock right now.
Exactly. That's what my mind is
But
telling
you're a
me.
hero. You
That's
have
what
to
my
step
mind
in.
is telling me.
You have to
But
step
But
my
your heart
hands
is telling you
are
Yeah.
something.
go.
Go.
And you would help them.
Yeah.
Of course.
And how would people react to that?
People like mixed emotions. Some people like, oh, thank you for helping until the medics come and
yeah.
pick them up and like that. Some people are saying, most of them they are like, after everything is settled, they're like looking at me.
Well, I feel like you've saved a lot of countless lives, and we'll carry on our conversation and learn more about you right after this break.
We're back again with Nada Burshaid, a nurse. I mean, the word a nurse is
Not just any nurse.
not, yeah. I mean, you saved lives. We were talking about
Yeah.
that. And you've been doing this for such a long time. I guess you started at a really young age. So, what do you think are the best quality for a nurse?
She has, or he has to be patient.
Patience.
Yeah, I
is
mean, you're dealing with
elementary, yeah.
you're dealing with
especially,
sick people,
yeah.
and
And
they can be very
not just,
demanding.
yeah, exactly. They can be so needy to a point, you know, but you have to be giving also in this field. And
Yes.
it's
Especially
just
with
a
elder
lot,
people.
especially with elder people. You need to be understanding.
Yes.
You need, like, because people come with all their problems, you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah,
They
not
come with
only
all
their,
their luggage
Not
not
just,
just their
yeah,
medical
not the
problems,
medical problems. They bring it
The
all in.
emotional.
all their
Bring it
luggages.
all in.
and
So sometimes you have to be a nurse.
Hmm.
You have to be like their therapist.
Therapist, guidance counselor, marriage
Yeah.
counselor.
A cleaner
Exactly.
as well. I've seen nurses do multiple jobs at like
Exactly.
their hour.
They're the unsung heroes of the medical field, I would
Thank you.
say.
So what drives you? What motivates you?
What motivates me? What?
It's a hard
See,
job. What keeps you going,
helping people.
right?
That's it.
It's rewarding.
No, when you see somebody at his lowest point
Mm.
and you can help him to recover to what he was in that point, that's what drives me.
But it gets emotional, I guess.
It,
I mean, every single time you get someone who's sick and then you help them, they get back on their feet, and then another person comes in and you repeat, and then that's basically your life on a daily basis.
It takes an emotional toll on you, I guess.
yes.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it's part of the job.
But she
It's
still
why you love
has
the
that
job.
positive energy somehow.
Yeah.
Like once you came in, I could just feel it. You're
Strong
positive.
spirits, you know?
Strong spirits.
I would say.
They're different people. Each one has his story. Each one has his
And
background.
each
You
story
may
is
see
unique,
it
yeah.
as a normal
From
or
the outside looking
it's not
in.
a routine job. Different kinds of diseases or the people with the sickness comes. You see something that you just read in a book, but in real life you see it.
To an extent, it's exciting.
It's exciting.
It's
Oh,
exciting.
she's excited
It
about
is.
it. Okay.
I bet doctors are excited when they have different kinds of patients, even though it's
I
diseases
wouldn't
they're
be.
dealing with.
I'm-
But
I
they get
wouldn't.
excited because they love the science and all that.
If you love the
You know?
science, then you would love what you do. I love the science, but I wouldn't cure patients because I don't think I'm like qualified for that.
I don't think we're for that. We're not meant for that, I think. But you are.
You are qualified.
This is a step for us also. We educate people.
Okay.
So we educate also people. How we educate people? So we give CPR classes. We give so different classes. Sometimes you see events in the mall,
Yeah.
and
you need to
we are
intervene.
there.
Yeah.
Sometimes the patients is not just sick; they are having a panic attack. You're so scared and you're just panicking.
Yes.
Like you're sick and you're panicking. And you don't know what to do, so you have to calm them mentally before you actually cure them physically.
Yes. Correct.
Stressful. That's the only thing I could say. How do you prepare other nurses that come to you? I mean, you are head of nurse, like the head of nurses. So how do you, prepare them for this? Especially that you are on the top, you're the lead here. So whenever a nurse is, failing to maintain a mental stability, you're responsible of giving her back that mental stability. You know
Yes.
what I mean?
Yes. Exactly. We have different departments. Not all nurses are for this department. So it's according to the nurse. If she or he has to come and tell me if he can be like an ICU nurse. If not, we'll sit, we'll talk. I have to evaluate, see what she or he likes, what is interesting, because we have different departments. So we put people where they should be.
So what do you love the most about your job? No, we've talked
Other than
about
the
the
thrill
cons.
and
Let's talk
excitement.
about the pros, right? The excitement.
Other than thrill, the
Other
excitement.
than the thrill and the excitement.
Besides
and the
that.
adrenaline rush.
It's
Have you dealt with kids, sick kids?
yes.
Obviously, but no. But like, how do you? I mean, kids are probably hard to deal with. They are.
In general.
So I'm supposed to be in our department's for adults.
But you've had experience.
But we had experience with kids. Yes, we have experience with kids.
Is it more difficult? Is it more joyful with kids? Is it?
It's more
you tell me.
heartbreaking because I'm used to adults, but still we
Yeah.
have to.
Okay, in case if you had a condition that has like a serious disease and you had to tell their family and their relatives, how do you?
Is it ever a nurse's job to inform the family?
No, it's
So it's a doctor's.
a doctor's job.
Okay, but have you ever had like a
Maybe during
situation where
COVID
you
had
have to tell the
No, if informing anything about the patient
Yeah,
is
it
the
should be the doctor.
doctor job.
Yeah.
We come them. We are the
You
we're
hear
the next line.
he drops the
After-
bomb.
yeah.
You know, he drops the
and
bomb.
then he
we
just
have to calm
throw the
them down.
nurses into
Exactly.
and how do you deal with that?
How no, this is
How
the
do you
trick.
assure them?
This is the trick.
This is the trick that while the doctor is talking to the relative or the patient or the family, you have to be like observe how the reaction will be and try to understand their nature, so you know how to talk to them.
To navigate their feelings.
Yes.
But
Well,
some
it's
people
like a
are
puzzle.
just,
Yeah.
they give you that poker face.
Some people.
They will just stand there and be like, what?
Yeah, that's the
That,
first
like-
reaction. Then
Yeah.
slowly you have to shed it down.
And then,
And
yeah,
give
they
it-
start crying, and then some people get a mental breakdown after a while.
When that is done, we enter.
You wait for the final step.
Yeah.
Now that you've made it as assistant to the director, what do you hope to do in the future? What other positions you hope to get to? Is there a future plan you would like to tell us about?
Right now, I want to focus because I'm not hands-on patient right now, more on administration.
Okay.
So now I have time for me. I want
You've
to.
earned
You
it.
deserve
You've
it.
earned
Yeah,
it
you
and you
earned it.
deserve it.
So I want to at least pursue
Training
for my
them, like
master's degree,
oh,
maybe.
great.
Yeah.
What would you seek your master's in nursery also?
It has to be in a
Has to
nurse. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
it has to be in nursing.
Yeah. Fair, fair. And then, would you stop there or would you go further?
No, I am planning to go further. As I said, this my time now.
It's your time now.
Yes.
So where do you hope to see yourself in 10, 20 years?
10, 20 years, director of nursing. I hope so.
Okay, she's good. She's
Yes,
really
hope
gonna
so.
go for it.
I think if anyone can do it, you can certainly
Thank
do
you.
it.
Hope so.
So, you have kids, right?
No.
Not yet. But if you ever had kids and they decided to become nurses, would you encourage them?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes. Why
You
not?
wouldn't tell them no?
No.
Be a doctor.
No.
Be an engineer.
No.
No?
No. I will see what they want. But if
Well,
they
yeah.
pursue, if I'm a good role model for them, why not?
What about you? Do you have any role models?
My parents. Why I'm saying my parents. There are a lot of my colleagues who are parents. They restrict them to do something. What you may not know about the intensive care unit nurses, there is something called we are like flight nurses. Some patients need to be sent abroad to continue their treatment. So we are the only qualified nurses to do that. So like critical care patients on a lot of machines, on ventilators, we board them on a plane, 5-7 hours, not sleeping, and we have to be alert at anything may happen at any time until we reach our destination.
But, having such a risky job as nurse, I mean, what makes a person choose such, a career?
If, as he said, if you're a person that loves to help, if you're giving,
Okay.
if you like to help others, this is the profession that you have to be in.
Okay, I want to talk about the mistakes some nurses do. Like,
Yes.
'cause sometimes, mistakes happen in every
Field.
Yes.
field, but in medical field could be a little dangerous. So, what are the common mistakes that people should be aware of?
Should be aware of.
Like,
Or the common
common mistakes that people
incidents
should
that
notice.
happen.
Because, I mean, not all nurses are as good as you. Sometimes we face some bad nurses. So, what would you recommend, advice for people, like to pay attention to them? Let's say if you're getting an injection, if you're getting, anything, for example.
Mistakes may happen. We're not perfect, even in our profession. So because for example, one nurse can have like 4 to 5 or 6 patients. So mistakes may happen. So it is not a mistake to like tell her, no, this is not. Can you please check again my medication? I think this is not mine. You should be alert. But we always double check the medications that we give. We work as a team. We
Okay.
never work alone. What's nice about our profession, we are one family. Why? What we call each other. You're telling like sister when you call a nurse. And
Where did that come from?
Because-
Calling them sisters.
it's because our concept is
Is that
we work
only
as a
in Kuwait,
family.
though?
No.
It's international.
No,
I wouldn't say it's international. It's some countries.
yeah, mostly.
Yeah.
Even when we call each other, we call sister. Or if it's a male nurse, we call him brother.
But you were explaining. Go ahead.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah. Why?
Why?
Why is it that way?
Because we work
As
as
a
a
family.
family. We never
Okay.
work alone. We always have the back of each other.
How was your experience in college? Did you face any challenges that made you want to quit at a young age? I mean, you studied, at college, I
Yes.
assume.
Yes.
So, seeing the blood, seeing the patient. At first, did you face any challenges where you were like, maybe that's not meant for me?
On the last year of our college, we have to study intensive care unit. So when I entered the intensive care unit, that was my freezing point. Like, this is not for me.
ICU is not for you.
It's not for me. So I see it's not for me.
ICU is not for her. Okay.
ICU is not for her. Okay, I mean, I can only imagine the horrors you see there. Especially during COVID. ICU and COVID is different.
It's different. It's definitely different.
Before we run out of time, words of advice for people who are trying to get into the medical field.
We need people in our medical field. We are, as worldwide, is the second wanted job.
The second
Nursing?
on the job.
And it's the second lowest.
Paying job?
No,
No. What
excuse
is
me.
Second lowest what?
I mean, we
Applied
need
for?
apply. Yeah,
Second most needed, second least applied to.
worldwide, second most needed.
Do we know what the first is?
I think finance.
Finance.
As I Google.
Finance.
It's a world where we have to make
Finance,
money.
people?
Ahmed.
Really?
We need
Number
money.
one most needed major or whatever is finance.
We need more money, Ahmed.
We need more
Especially
money. We're
during
swimming in
COVID.
it.
Yeah. Especially after COVID, where everything was like upside down, and a lot of
Absolutely need nurses.
people left after the horror that
They
they
quit.
saw.
I can
Yes.
only
Probably.
imagine.
Yeah, I mean,
can
after
only
what happened, people are like, I'm not cut out for this.
Yeah.
But it's a good thing. I think it's a positive thing. If you don't have the guts to, just to see yourself handling this situation, then you shouldn't be put in it because it's.
There are some
mean-
people during left,
Yeah.
and we cannot blame them. We cannot blame them.
I mean, the fear for your family, for your health. I mean, it's
It's a tough
pandemic.
situation. Thank you for your time. Thank you for all the work that you have done for us
Thank
and will be doing in the future for us. Mercies of Angel. Thank you for everything.
Angels of Mercy.
Mercies of Angel makes no sense.
Angels
good
of
one.
Mercy.
Maybe tell it in Arabic. And
Yeah, I don't know.
You
That would
just
be weird because they
translate
don't
it.
think in Arabic. But anyway, thank you for your time,
Welcome.
and we'll be back for the wrap up. Wow, what a conversation we just had. Got a little bit sad and a little bit of the storytelling because of COVID. It was a sensitive time for a lot of people. We lost a lot of people. The planet lost a lot of people, honestly. It was just a hectic time, but it's people like her that helped us go through the
And
apocalypse.
I wouldn't expect that
and
nursing-
make it on the other end.
Nursing is the second needed job in the world. I mean,
I can only imagine why.
I mean,
After what happened, I can only imagine why.
yeah, but again, thank you to all the nurses,
Yes.
to everyone who works in the medical field, for everything they've done, for everything they do on a daily basis. I mean, we can't even handle a simple cough. Come on, we need doctors.
Hey, if you have a cough and you go see a doctor, that's on you. I don't do that, okay? I go see a doctor if there's something seriously bad.
Don't make me laugh. I mean, you all do that on the show. Stop making me laugh. Anyway, so
Anyway.
we're done.
We're done for tonight. Tune in next time for another guest and more stories to share, only right here on the Untold for KTV2. Till then, good night.
Good night.